Good morning everyone. Basa na tayo ng Bible. Ang basahin natin ay Psalm chapter 119 verse 89 to 176, yung karugtong kahapon. And 1 Corinthians chapter 8, buong chapter 8 naman siya. Verse 1 to 13. Basa. Instruction on Christian Freedom. Yun yung title, guys. Food sacrifice to idols. Now, sa verse 1, now about food sacrifice to idols. We know that we all possess knowledge. Knowledge puffs up, but love builds up. The man who thinks he knows something does not yet know as he ought to know. But the man who loves God is known by God. So then about eating food sacrificed to idols, we know that an idol is nothing at all in the world, and that there is no God but one. For even if there are so-called gods, whether in heaven or on earth, as indeed there are many gods and many lords, yet for us there is but one God, the Father, from whom all things came, and for whom we live, and there is but one Lord, Jesus Christ, through whom all things came, and through whom we live. But not everyone knows this. Some people are still so accustomed to idols that when they eat such food, they think of it as having been sacrificed to an idol, and since their conscience is weak, it is defiled. But food does not bring us near to God. We are no worse if we do not eat, and no better if we do. Be careful, however, that the exercise of your freedom does not become a stumbling block to the weak. For if anyone with a weak conscience sees you who have this knowledge eating in an idol's temple, won't he be emboldened to eat what has been sacrificed to idols? So this weak brother for whom Christ died is destroyed by your knowledge. When you sin against your brothers in this way and wound their weak conscience, you sin against Christ. Therefore, if what I eat causes my brother to fall into sin, I will never eat meat again, so that I will not cause him to fall. So, yun. Huwag na mag-idols, guys. Dito na tayo sa Psalm chapter 119, verse 89 to 176. Ang haba kasi niyang Psalm na to eh. '89. Basa. Lamed. Your word, O Lord, is eternal. It stands firm in the heavens. Your faithfulness continues through all generations. You established the earth, and it endures. Your laws endure to this day, for all things serve you. If your law had not been my delight, I would have perished in my affliction. I will never forget your precepts, for by them you have preserved my life. Save me, for I am yours. I have sought out your precepts. The wicked are waiting to destroy me, but I will ponder your statutes. To all perfection I see a limit, but your commands are boundless. Mem. Verse 97, guys. Oh, how I love your law. I meditate on it all day long. Your commands make me wiser than my enemies, for they are ever with me. I have more insight than all my teachers, for I meditate on your statutes. I have more understanding than the elders, for I obey your precepts. Ulit sa 100, guys. Verse 100. I have more understanding than the elders, for I obey your precepts. verse 101. I have kept my feet from every evil path, so that I might obey your word. I have not departed from your laws, for you yourself have taught me. Ulitin niyo yung verse 102. I have not departed from your laws, for you yourself have taught me. How sweet are your words to my taste, sweeter than honey to my mouth. I gain understanding from your precepts, therefore I hate every wrong path. None. Iniyuin. May mga ibig sabihin kasi yan guys, pero numbering yan. Para bang parang stanza by stanza siguro to. Kasi naalala nyo tong Aleph, diba number 1 siya. First letter siya sa in Semitic abjads. Yun yung nakita ko sa Google kahapon. Mamaya i-google ko ulit to. Verse 105. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light for my path. I have taken an oath and confirmed it, that I will follow your righteous laws. I have suffered much, preserve my life, O Lord, according to your word. Accept, O Lord, the willing praise of my mouth, and teach me your laws. Though I constantly take my life in my hands, I will not forget your law. The wicked have set a snare for me, but I have not strayed from your precepts. Your statutes are my heritage forever. There are the joy of my heart. My heart is set on keeping your decrees to the very end. Samik. I hate double-minded men. Verse 113 yan guys. Verse 113. I hate double-minded men, but I love your law. You are my refuge and my shield. I have put my hope in your word. Away from me, you evildoers, that I may keep the command of my God. Sustain me according to your promise, and I will live. Wait lang. Pinatay ko kasi yung electric fan. Kaya, mainit. Pakiramdam natin mainit. Maingay kasi yung fan eh. Ilang araw maingay dyan sa video natin. Maririnig mo. Dito tayo, ulitin natin yung 113, verse 113. I hate double-minded men, but I love your law. You are my refuge and my shield. I have put my hope in your word. Away from me, you evildoers, that I may keep the command of my God. Sustain me according to your promise, and I will live. Do not let my hopes be dashed. Uphold me, and I will be delivered. I will always have regard for your decrees. You reject all who stray from your decrees, for their deceitfulness is in vain. All the wicked of the earth you discard like dross. Therefore I love your statutes. My flesh trembles in fear of you. I stand in awe of your laws. Again, verse 121. I have done what is righteous. I have done what is righteous and just. Do not leave me to my oppressors. Ensure your servant well-being. Let not arrogant oppress me. My eyes feel looking for your salvation, looking for righteous promise. Deal with your servant according to your love, and teach me your decrees. I am your servant. Give me discernment, that I may understand your statutes. It is time for you to act, O Lord. Your law is being broken, because I love your commands, more than gold, more than pure gold, and because I consider all your precepts right. I hate every wrong path. Verse 129. Your statutes are wonderful. Ay, nakalagay pala sa title niya is P. P-E. P. Your statutes are wonderful, therefore I obey them. The unfolding of your words gives light. It gives understanding to the simple. I open my mouth and pant, longing for your commands. Turn to me and have mercy on me, as you always do to those who love your name. Ang haba. Verse 133. Direct my footstep according to your word. Let no sin rule over me. Redeem me from the oppression of men, that I may obey your precepts. Make your face shine upon your servant, and teach me your decrees. Streams of tears flow from my eyes, for your law is not obeyed. Chadhe, Chadhe or Chadhe, Chadhe. Verse 137. Righteous are you, O Lord, and your laws are right. The statutes you have laid down are righteous. They are fully trustworthy. My zeal wears me out for my enemies. Ignore your words. Your promises have been thoroughly tasted, and your servant loves them. Though I am lowly and despised, I do not forget your precepts. Your righteousness is everlasting, and your law is true. Trouble and distress have come upon me, but your commands are my delight. Your statutes are forever right. Give me understanding that I may live. Coop. Q-O-P-H, guys. Verse 145. I call with all my heart, answer me, O Lord, and I will obey your decrees. I call out to save me, and I will keep your statutes. I rise before dawn and cry for help. I have put my hope in your word. My eyes stay open through the watches of the night, that I may meditate on your promises. Hear my voice in accordance with your love. Preserve my life, O Lord, according to your laws. Those who devise wicked schemes are near, but they are far from your law. Yet you are near, O Lord, and all your commands are true. Long ago I learned from your statutes that you established them to last forever. Resh 100 verse 153. Look upon my suffering and deliver me, for I have not forgotten your law. Defend my cause and redeem me. Preserve my life according to your promise. Salvation is far from the wicked, for they do not seek out your decrees. Your compassion is great, O Lord. Preserve my life according to your laws. Many are the foes who persecute me, but I have not turned from your statutes. I look on the faithless with loathing, for they do not obey your word. Verse 159. See how I love your precepts. Preserve my life, O Lord, according to your love. All your words are true. All your righteous laws are eternal. Sin and Shin. Sin and Shin. Yun yung title sa verse 161. Rulers persecute me without cause, but my heart trembles at your word. I rejoice in your promise like one who finds great spoil. I hate and abhor falsehood, but I love your law. 7 times a day I praise you for righteous laws. Yung verse 164, guys. 7 times daw. So, gawin natin tong description. Yung Psalm 119, verse 164. 7 times a day I praise you for your righteous laws. Great peace have they who love your law, and nothing can make them stumble. I wait for your salvation, O Lord, and I follow your commands. I obey your statutes, for I love them greatly. I obey your precepts and your statutes, for all my ways are known to you. Taw, T-A-W. verse 169. May my cry come before you, O Lord. Give me understanding according to your word. May my supplication come before you. Deliver me according to your promise. May my lips overflow with praise for you. Teach me your decrees. May my tongue sing of your word. Ulit, 172. Verse 172. May my tongue sing of your word, for all your commands are righteous. May your hand be ready to help me, for I have chosen your precepts. I long for your salvation, O Lord, and your law is my delight. Let me live that I may praise you, and may your law sustain me. I have strayed like a lost sheep. Seek your servant, for I have not forgotten your commands. So, hanggang 176. Verse 18 into 176 itong binasa natin ng Psalm. Hanggang dyan na lang guys. Bukas na yung chapter 120. Bye everyone. God bless.